focusing on executing pitches and also executing a game plan with our hitters, and really just trying to walk them through how to make them more successful, put them in a position to be more successful on both sides. And it's really more about just staying calm and staying aggressive and having a plan. And that's really been the big focus this week. I think the guys understand what we've got to get better at, and hopefully we can carry that into this weekend.
This weekend's always, at least to me, it seemed like a bit of an awkward weekend to go from all these ACC series and then randomly Nevada is headed to town. What do you expect your guys to get out of this weekend as they sort of dip out of the conference for a couple of days?
Well, the ACC gives us this weekend open from ACC play every year. So as you can imagine, when you're trying to schedule a couple years in advance, I scheduled this right when I got the job, when I looked and saw that we had this weekend open. It's kind of a mad dash for all of us to find somebody to play, because most people are still playing conference games. So there was only a handful of teams across the country that had an open weekend this weekend, and Nevada was one of them, and they were very interested in coming across the country. So that's how it kind of all came about. It is a little bit different. I've done this many times in other places I've been, where you play a non-conference series following exams. So the guys will be a little more relaxed, but at the end of the day, these are very important games. We need to come out and play good, consistent baseball this weekend, just like we do any other weekend. So the message isn't necessarily going to change. The big thing that you see with guys post-exam is they're a little more relaxed. They get to sleep all day. They get to come out to the ballpark a little more refreshed, and they're just focused on baseball. So it's a little bit different. Once you get done with the exam schedule, you can just focus on your team and baseball and trying to finish strong.
How big is this week for your bullpen to have that rest, to rest those arms and just kind of get fresh again? Do you think this is something they really needed?
I think so. I think oftentimes it's hard to work on the development side of the game when you're playing. When you're playing, it's go time. So, to be able to take a step back and not have that midweek game and just focus on each individual player and say, this is what I want you to work on today. This is what I want you to work on the mound. This is all we're working on, all we're focusing on. It gives them a chance to take a deep breath and just work on the execution part of the game, as opposed to you got to come right into the fire and get outs, or you got to step up to the plate and get a big hit right here. They get to kind of focus on themselves a little bit more and not have all the pressure of trying to perform and being outcome driven. So it's good. I think it's really good. It gives them a physical break from the game and a mental break from the game, and helps them recharge a little bit going into the weekend.